What's going on, guys? El Tiburon here with another pickups video. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, so what do you say we just get right to it? But honestly, I don't have a whole lot of video games. I don't have a lot of movies even, but it's a lot of stuff I've accumulated, like poster books, a book that I bought from a fellow YouTuber, some toys. I'm a big toy collector. So yeah, a bunch of variety. There's a couple games, a couple movies. So first pickup was this poster book. It has, I guess, 10 posters that really caught my eye because it has Freddy Krueger on here. So I'm hoping maybe there's, you know, my guy Jason Voorhees in there at some point. I haven't had a chance to go through the book, but really excited to go through this book and check out what posters it has. Random pickup. Got this one. I think I got this at a yard sale for like $1. You all remember the California Raisins? Come on. Who doesn't remember? I heard it through the grapevine as sung by the California Raisins. Or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer rap.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw...
By the way, before I forget, if you're asking yourself, what is that awesome t-shirt that El Tiburon is wearing? This is a Hunter of the Night t-shirt. This was given to me by my buddy Omega Ace over at the Omega Ace Gaming channel. Check him out. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. So this is a shirt kind of commemorating that he now unlocked memberships, and so he calls his members the Hunters of the Night. So I am the first ever member. I am the first ever Hunter of the Night. Don't forget that, other Hunters of the Night. I was the first, goddammit. So yeah, this t-shirt he gifted to me for becoming the first member. So if you want to check out his shop, I'll put a link in the description to his shop. Really cool shirt. It's kind of like in the Castlevania style because he's a big Castlevania fan. Yeah, so shout out to Omega Ace. Thanks for the t-shirt. Next pickup I got here is Donkey Kong. I think I got this at Target, and I really like that it's he's kind of like bulky. He's kind of buff, you know, like Donkey Kong. I didn't really grow up a big Donkey Kong fan outside of, you know, the original Donkey Kong arcade game, but I missed the boat on stuff like Donkey Kong Country, you know, all those SNES games on there. But I always, as a Sega fan, kind of would, in my peripheral vision, I would see these Donkey Kong Country games for the Super Nintendo and be like, man, those games look pretty badass. Even as a Sega fanboy in my teens. And recently, a few years ago, I played Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for the Switch, and I fell in love with that game. So one of my gaming goals is to go back to those SNES Donkey Kong Country games and at least play through the first one. But yeah, so I got myself this DK figure.
Jesus!
Really cool, really sturdy. Comes with a little banana here, a little pack of bananas. You know, you got to get your potassium in. And we got DK right here. Really cool figure. Just something to put up on my little... Up here I have like some video game figures. Put them up there with Mario and River City Girls and Master Chief. Yeah, really cool figure. Speaking of figures, I'm gonna show off some figures I got for my birthday. I had a birthday in February, and my friends know that I'm a big figure collector. My friend Myra, who actually she drew the logo, Retro Tiburon logo. She went to Mexico and got me El Santo and Blue Demon. These guys are not only lucha libre legends, but they're Mexican movie film legends over in Mexico. They would have these movies, ridiculous movies, where Blue Demon and El Santo would fight the likes of Frankenstein and Las Momias de Guanajuato, some mummies from the city of Guanajuato. yeah, these are really cool. So these are from Mexico, and they actually come like with championship belts and stuff. So really cool to have these. Blue Demon and El Santo. Speaking of El Santo, she also brought me a mask. El Santo mask. Check it out, man. Let's see if it fits me. Hold on. I have like a giant head, so. Oh boy, this is a snug fit. Oh man, I think I have to loosen the the shoestrings on this. Well, how does it look, guys? You guys let me know in the comments. Hold on, let me do my lucha libre pose. Take a picture. Make sure you screenshot this if you want this on your home screen. Alright. On to the next pickups. Next up, I got from my buddy Sexy Chino, Mr. 24/7, the dance machine. Sexy Chino, these NWO Hasbro style figures made by Mattel. We've got 6-Pac and Hollywood Hogan, my guy, the immortal Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan. I don't know how my buddy Sexy Chino always hits it on the head. He always finds me stuff that, like, either I didn't know I wanted, or I kind of, or I just don't own it at the moment. He always gets me figures that I don't have, so really cool to have these. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're watching Sexy Chino, I'm probably gonna sell 6. I'm probably not gonna keep them, but this Hollywood Hogan Hasbro, I'm gonna put him in my little Hulk Hogan shrine over there. So really cool to own that. Speaking before I forget, speaking of Sexy Chino, he also bought me and I'll show some footage of that. He also bought me before he was famous Hulk Hogan figure. It's kind of like, I think when he was called Terry the Hulk Boulder. Another figure I didn't know that I even wanted, but once I had it in hand, I'm like, man, this is a really cool figure. So I'm happy to have that. Thanks, Sexy Chino. And shout out to my buddy Show Off Matt. Even though he doesn't watch these videos, he got me the Jimmy Hart, Hulk Hogan manager Jimmy Hart. Get on him, honky. Stay on him, honky. Alright guys, I'm getting a little thirsty. I just had a bunch of Chinese food. A little bit too much than I should have. You know how they pack those freaking combo B, combo C's? Time to have a little drink. So we have here a nice little root beer. I think my wife got me this root beer at like a Dollar Tree, I think. Didn't even know Dollar Tree sold like these glass bottle root beers, but swig of root beer for the working man and woman out there. Yeah, for Dollar Tree, that's a pretty good root beer right there. You guys let me know, are you guys root beer fans? I know that root beer is kind of a hit or miss with people. I love root beer. Some other figures I got from my buddy the Billster, Billy. He got me the Macho Man. This is like a He-Man Motu style Macho Man. I already opened them. He also got me the Ultimate Warrior. This one's really cool because I think he's supposed to look like He-Man right here with the little front plate. Ultimate Warrior, He-Man figure. And then this classic, no, I don't think they're called classic superstars. I think they're just called superstars figures that you can find like at Walmart or Target. Hollywood Hulk Hogan figure. I think they're kind of in the style of those Remco AWA figures, but really cool figure right here. So this guy's also going in my little wrestling, my little Hulk Hogan wrestling section right there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, speaking of Hulk Hogan, Billy also got me a Funko that I didn't own. It's I believe this is a Hulk Hogan. It looks like it might have been like WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 2 style, because the title bill he has is the one before he had the Winged Eagle belt. So I don't know if this is like WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 1 era, but really cool to be able to add this to my Hulk Hogan Funko collection. Sorry guys, I'm like I think the root beer, the fizz hit me and it's like making me want to burp. My apologies. Oh, he also got me this little Superman figure. Shout out to the veteran Kirby. So that's really cool to have that too. Hey, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Next up, my wife. Man, it's been a while since I've done one of these pickup videos. My wife got me this this set of drinking glasses, I guess like tumblers, of Chucky and Tiffany. That's her name, right? Tiffany and Chucky. Let me know if I'm got the name wrong. But from, you know, Bride of Chucky series. Yeah, Chucky, really cool. These were like Valentine style. That's why they're like in the shape of hearts and stuff. Next up, I got a book. Not a big reader, but I bought a book because a fellow YouTuber, Eugene from ECMYERSVIDS YouTube, the ECMYERSVIDS YouTube channel, he's an author, and I don't know, I think I was in one of his streams, or maybe he came to my stream one time. He rated my stream and had told me, you know what, let me check out like your website. He has a website where he sells his books, and I'm not like I said, I'm not a big reader. I'm not gonna lie and pretend that I read books, but I do remember liking short story books. Back in my 20s, I used to love reading like those Stephen King short story books. And I found out that he had some short story books where, you know, he was kind of like a collaborator with other authors. And I looked through the website and I was like, this one's up my alley. So this is a compilation of Alien vs. Predator short stories. And I think I know he has one in here. I don't know if he has more than one in here, but I want to check out his short story because I was like, all right, this I'll read because it's up my alley. It's, you know, sci-fi horror. So, yeah, check him out. I'll put a link to ECMYERSVIDS YouTube channel. Really cool guy, streams video games. Really chill guy. Really nice guy. All right, next I'm going to go to some movies and then we'll finish it up with a few video games I have. VHS trash, as my buddy the Professor Ty Lord Stevenson would say. The Beastmaster 2 on VHS. I love the original Beastmaster. It might be one of my favorite fantasy movies ever. So when I saw this at my local toy retro shop, I was like, there was a Beastmaster 2? Like, how did I not know about this? And let me tell you, I watched this movie I think a couple months ago. There's probably a good reason why I never heard of this movie. This movie was pretty bad. Essentially, there's now like a portal. He time travels or some shit, or he goes into a portal and he ends up in Los Angeles, like 1980s Los Angeles or early 90s Los Angeles. That's about all that I got out of the movie. Like I'm an LA native, so it was cool to see, you know, early 90s, late 80s LA, but other than that, this movie was pretty bad. It kind of reminded me of that terrible Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren. This one might be even worse than that Dolph Lundgren one, but safe to say I'm probably not going to keep this in my collection. If it's going to a certain somebody. If you're watching this video, you know who you are. This VHS trash is going to you. Next up, I got See No Evil Part 2, starring former WWE superstar Kane. Why did I buy this, you might ask? I don't know. It has Kane. I think it was like $1 at a yard sale. I haven't even seen the first one, but I'm pretty sure the story, the movie's so cheesy and bad. It doesn't matter if I saw the first one, so I'll be checking this one out at some point. A couple Blu-rays I got. Young Frankenstein. I want to say I've never seen this movie from beginning to end, but I've heard a lot of really good stuff about this movie. It stars Gene Wilder, so Looking forward to sit down and watch it sometime. I have seen this one, Labyrinth. I remember watching it, you know, with a few Jack and Coke drinks and really like being weirded out by what was like what's going on in this. I think it's Jim Henson, right? Jim Henson's puppets are in here, but really thinking it was bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre. So cool to have that in the collection. Next up, Ren and Stimpy DVD set. I remember a few years ago being at a yard sale, and this woman had, like, I think she might have had the whole set, or she had multiple sets of the Ren and Stimpy show, and I still remember like that I wanted to buy it, but I passed on it for some reason, and I kind of regretted it since then because I got a kick out of Ren and I was gonna call them Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy in the 90s. I was also a big Beavis and Butthead fan, so the comedy in this was right up my alley because it's pretty gross. They're showing close-up shots of their boogers and like a pimple on their butt. But I used to love Powdered Toast Man and the Christmas Yak. The Christmas Yak that would collect like the shavings in the middle of the night. Pretty hilarious. I'm looking forward to check this out. Next up, I got NBA Live. I already had this game, NBA Live 95, but I only had the cart, and I went with my buddy, the Billster, to a local retro game shop, and I was like, oh shit, they have a boxed NBA Live, and he bought it for me, so shout out to the Billster. Really fun game. We actually streamed this on YouTube, and I mean, come on, it's not NBA 2K, but it's still a fun time, even though those cheap ass New York Knicks, man, they were playing dirty as hell.
Oh shit. Oh no.
They were pushing us, you know, but what are you gonna do? They're the New York Knicks. That's what they were known for in the 90s. They were dirty players. I'm looking at you, Charles Oakley. Next up, WCW Nitro. Billy also bought this for me for my birthday. Not the greatest wrestling video game, but I do believe, just like WCW Thunder, the only redeeming quality of this video game is that when you go to the character select screen, you could, like, I think you can push a button and the wrestler would cut a promo. Like, the wrestler would cut a promo. I think this one had that too, so it'll be fun to stream this one day again. Last couple of games, I got this at my local GameStop. It's Resistance Burning Skies on the Vita. I'm a big fan of the Vita. I've been trying to get back into playing the Vita because it's been neglected for the last couple of years, but got this. I was really shocked to see this at GameStop. They had Vita games. I'm a pro member, so this was listed at, what's it listed at? $18.99, so I had the $5 off, and then they were running like some kind of sale, I think, like a buy one get one half off or some kind of sale. I just remember getting this for like $5 or less. After like the discounts and all that, it came out to like $5. That's all I remember, but looking forward to check this one out. I don't know, Mike Wolf, a viewer, I think it was a viewer named Mike Wolf. I want to say it was him that asked me, hey, have you ever played the Resistance games? And I was like, nah, but I have a couple on the PS3, but I never have. And he's like, yeah, you should play them. They're cool. So when I saw this, I kind of remembered that. I was like, I should snag this because very hard to see Vita out there, especially at a GameStop. You don't really see Vita games, so especially for like $5 or less than $5 that I got it for, had to snag it up. Last but not least, another GameStop game I got with my $5 discount, Arkanoid Eternal Battle. I love the original Arkanoid. Love it. It's a really fun game. I even, like, at one point wanted to get the little, they had like a special controller, right? It was like a knob. So yeah, I haven't bought that one, but I saw this one at GameStop this past week. $10 with my $5 discount. $5. Couldn't really pass it up. I mean, I'm sure it's I'm not gonna play it a whole lot, maybe an hour here or there. But man, it's $5 and it's Arkanoid, and it seems like it has like modern stages and it has the classic, so it should be a good time. It should be a fun time. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I have. It's been a minute, but you know, haven't been buying as many things. Been trying to simmer down now. As you can see, I have a bunch of junk, so I'm trying to like cool it with buying so much crap. But yeah, that's it for me. See you guys on the other side. Later.